Welcome. Glad to have you tonight. We're fixing to have Puckett's first annual Cobbler contest. We've got 4 fantastic entries to judge tonight. Our judges here are all representatives of our restaurants at Puckett's. Lyle Richardson, he is our Chief Operating Officer. We've got our Director of Operations here, Stephen, and Michael, one of our head chefs at Americana Restaurant. We're glad to have y'all here, and let's get started with entry number 1. So entry number 1 is going to be a peach cobbler that they're tasting, and they will take just a minute to go through its appearance, its flavor, and then they'll have some comments for us here in just a minute. So Puckett's is a Williamson County original. We now have 6 restaurants across the state of Tennessee, fixing to open our 7th restaurant in Coleman, Alabama. And we also operate as A. Marshall Hospitality, Scouts Pub in Williamson County. We also have Americana Tap House and Burger Dandy. And then in Nashville, we also operate Deacon's New South Steakhouse. So currently, Puckett's has 14 restaurants, and our newest to open will be Puckett's in Coleman. Puckett's was just recently named one of the top 10 barbecue restaurants in Tennessee, across, actually in the United States. I said in Tennessee, but one of the top 10 barbecue restaurants in the country, named by Travel Awaits. Can somebody in the audience, for a $10 gift card, tell me where will be our next Puckett's to open? Coleman, Alabama. Congratulations, ma'am. Here's a $10 gift card for you. Thank you for paying attention. Okay, on entry 1. They're writing down their comments, their scores. This entry had a nice presentation to it. Well, little cobbler contest. Yes, a cobbler contest. How does that work? Well, these entries, they submitted entries, and they're here, and they're doing live judging on them. Have fun. All right. Looks like Michael's ready. Michael, you want some comments on entry number 1?
Well, it looked really nice, tasted pretty good, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Well, comments on number 1.
Yeah, peach is one of my favorites, so thank you very much for that. Chantilly cream on top was a nice touch as well, so very well presented and overall good balance of flavors on that one.
Great. So here we are on to number 2. Number 2 entry is a mixture of berries. Got blueberries and blackberries. And looking at the presentation, I love the topping on it. Very attractive, baked in well. And the judges are going to the scores. I'll leave that with you, judges, to look at the recipe. So can anyone here tell me what Puckett's is celebrating this year is our 20th year anniversary of what? Does anybody know? Our 20th year anniversary of live music at Puckett's. We started live music in 2002 in Leapers Fork location, And we've carried that tradition through all of our restaurants across Tennessee and now into Alabama with live music on our stage. Some on the weekends, but in places like Franklin and Nashville, music is sometimes 6-7 days a week. The judges are scoring. I love the intensity. Stephen is looking over the recipe, picking up certain flavor profiles. With this being our 20th year anniversary of live music, around each Puckett's, we have some of our most favorite songwriters that have been traveling our stages and playing their music. We mostly feature songwriters. That's where we started. That's where our passion is with the songwriters. But many of our songwriters have gone on to become great artists. People like Chris Jansen, most recently, Jimmy Allen gave us credit for being discovered on Puckett's stage, which was a cool thing for us. All right, for another $10 gift card, can anybody in the audience tell me where the very first Puckett started? Where did I start? This gentleman right here was on that quickly, Leapers Fork. Congratulations. Yes, so Leapers Fork is no longer a part of our group. We had sold it a while back, and it just recently changed its name to Fox and Lock, and we wish them well. But that's where it all started. Some years ago in Leapers Fork, 1998 to be exact, is when we first started our Puckett's journey. And it's been a wonderful journey for sure. Okay, comments on number 2. Stephen?
I like the use of the blueberries and blackberries mixed together. You can pick up the lemon zest, and it was good. But I did like the use of the cornmeal for the dough for the topping.
Well, Al said that he said it best. Yeah, does that make it gluten-free? No, it still had some flour in it. Egg yeast, yes. Okay, great. All right, we're on to entry number 3 now. All right, this is entry number 3. Weeknight Peach Cobbler. It also has in it some vanilla, cinnamon, and peaches. Now, a lot of people won't know this, but cinnamon will enhance the flavor of fruit. And that's a wonderful thing to use, a great ingredient to bring out flavors. One of our tricks in Puckett's with our cobblers is, in order to cut down on the sugar that we use, we'll use fruit juice. We use orange juice to take the place of some of the sugar that we add, and it also will help enhance the flavor of the berries that we use, or the peaches. No. So as our journey has grown over the years, going from one store in Leapers Fork to now 14 restaurants across Tennessee and now into Alabama, our popularity has grown across the nation, and we now send through Goldbelly. You can order Puckett's and send it to anyone across the United States. Puckett's Barbecue, our meals, our Piggy Mac, which is one of our most popular items, which is mac and cheese and barbecue mixed together. These can be packaged and sold and sent to friends and relatives all across the nation. Stephen, where are some of the places we've been getting orders from for Gold Belly? Las Vegas, Oregon, California. Yeah, New York City. Puckett's in New York City. Wouldn't that be something? I just said it just a second ago, but does anybody know for a $10 gift card how many restaurants A. Marshall Hospitality runs? I had two at once. This young man, what was your answer? That's correct. Thank you, sir. All right, comments on number three.
Honestly, I love peach cobbler. It's one of my favorites. I love the cinnamon, the vanilla, and the texture of the topping was so far my favorite.
That was a good peach cobbler right there. So, weeknight peach cobbler.
Yeah, peach cobbler any night, right? Yeah, peach is our number one seller at our restaurants. My personal favorite is blueberry, but everybody loves peach. All right, Emily, number 4. All right, number 4 entry is a Texas Blackberry Lemon Zest. If it's Texas Blackberry, I imagine it's got some big, juicy blackberries in there. Everything's bigger in Texas, they say. In here, you also have, with the blackberries, you have some lemon zest. Yeah. And a little buttermilk that I'm sure you're going to pick up in your topping there. I just heard a comment up here. I don't know if I should share it or not. But they said this one is probably the closest to a Puckett's cobbler they've tasted. Yay! I like that. I like that. All right. If you wanted to ship Puckett's to a family member across the United States, where would you go to do that? Gold Belly, right there. $10 gift card for you, sir. Thank you for paying attention. All right, they're deep in scoring now. Stephen, comments on entry number 4?
I think, like we said, that's the closest to the Puckett's cobbler that we've tasted so far. So the berries and the topping and the use of buttermilk and the lemon zest really made it taste great.
Yeah, and for the other entries, that is not a criteria. That doesn't mean you're a winner just because you taste like a Puckett's cobbler. We're looking for the appearance and flavor profile and the combination of all those things together. We just think we make a pretty doggone good cobbler. So, outside of Puckett's, which started here in Williamson County, we also operate some other restaurants I mentioned. Scout's Pub, which is in West Haven. We're fixing to open our second Scout's Pub, and it will be in Midtown, Nashville at 17th and Broadway. And then Americana Tap House, which is on 1st and Main of Franklin. and Burger Dandy, which is right next to Americana Tap House. Burger Dandy is an interesting story for us because during the pandemic, when things, our restaurants were slow and we were trying to create work for our employees, we created some ghost kitchens. We created 3 in our company. The one that became the most popular was Burger Dandy. So coming out of the pandemic, we decided to take Burger Dandy concept and make it a brick and mortar. And I'm real proud of our team for doing that. It was a great venture. It was a great way to fight our way back through the pandemic. And then it ended up being a great concept for us. So if you want a great burger and shake, Burger Dandy's the place to go, First and Main. We also operate downtown Nashville, Deacon's New South. That's a restaurant that is somewhat of a passion project for me. It's a steak restaurant, and we have the largest dry aging room in the Southeast. We buy our meat fresh, and we dry age it ourselves, and it's a fantastic way to present a steak. The dry aging process makes it really tender, and the way we do it is humidity driven. We control the humidity of the meat, and that will enable the muscle fibers within the meat to slowly break down and makes the meat really tender. So if you ever get to downtown Nashville, go in there for an event, or just want to go for a great meal, check out Deacon's New South at 4th and Church. All right, judges. We've been calculating, totaling your scores. I'll give you all a time to all get together and choose your first, your second, and your third place. All right. During the pandemic, we launched 3 ghost kitchens. What's the name of the ghost kitchen that is now a restaurant for us? This gentleman right here jumped on that one. Good job. I got a $10 gift card for you, sir. Thank you, and that's good. These gift cards are good for any of our restaurants. You're welcome to use them in any of our concepts. All right, Emily, we want to start with third place. And I'm going to go around to the front and do this. And if all right, our third place winner and receiving a $15 gift card to any of our concepts is Donna Kirby. Donna, come on up. Donna's Cobbler was the blueberry and blackberry mixture. It had a beautiful topping on it too. All right, second place goes to Amelia Haynes. Amelia, congratulations. Here's your ribbon. And here is a $20 gift card. Amelia's Cobbler was the Weeknight Peach Cobbler that got the comment, I think, of being the closest to a Puckett's Cobbler. First place is the Texas Blackberry with lemon zest. Caroline, congratulations. Mother-daughter team. Thank you. And your $25 gift certificate. All right, wait a second. I want you to tell the story of these two cobblers. And you got to tell the truth. This mother-daughter duo did these cobblers together, and somebody switched which one they wanted to enter. So you tell the story.
Okay. So we both made a cobbler this afternoon, and she actually made this prize-winning cobbler, and I made the peach, but we both liked each other's better, so she entered mine and I entered hers. So she really won that one.
That's great. I love that. I love that story. When they brought them up, they switched cobblers of whose was going to be entering who, and Amelia ended up winning first and second, I guess, right? Great job. Thank y'all for participating. Enjoy the fair. We're so glad y'all are here, enjoying yourself, and hope to see you at Puckett's real soon. God bless you all. Thank you.